Hey gang, Anthony Fontana here, live after 5. Just wanted to touch base on this ridiculously rainy day here on Long Island, and you can't complain about the rain, right? It fills the reservoirs, it fills our Long Island aquifers. We can't complain about it. Hey Liam, how are you? So today was a great day, fantastic day actually. Got up early enough where I was able to get a whole bunch of work done in a very short period of time, and set up certain things that needed to be done. And I love when I'm able to get stuff done and then go about my day. Ran down to the chiropractor with MJ only to find out that he has he's leaving tonight to close on a house in South Carolina, but he had a major issue going on that he needed to get done like in the next couple of days and couldn't get it done. So I just thought, like, dude, I'll take care of that for you. Just go on your trip. Consider it done. Well, that ended up getting us free chiropractic care today. We didn't have to pay for a chiropractor adjustment. I'm like, wow, okay, money saved. I love that. Nothing wrong with saving money. Came home. I'm running a special promo, and my messenger has been blowing up with several hundred messages basically over the last couple of days, and with some phone numbers, people that I had to reach on the mortgage side of things, and got a phone call from a 94-year-old World War II veteran who's been living in the same house now since like 1945. Literally 1945. He bought this house in 1945. Was forced to refinance it a couple of times over the years, and the last refinance was to pay medical bills for his spouse, and who is, I think, like 81 or 91. And they were on the phone. The granddaughter was on the phone. And the reason they were calling me was for, the granddaughter was reaching out to me, for an opportunity to possibly be able to buy a home. But we got into a conversation, and I found out real quick that the grandparents had just gotten a foreclosure notice. I'm like, a foreclosure notice? He's 94. I mean, how is that possible? So as the granddaughter and he in the background, they're explaining the situation, it turns out that they got court papers yesterday or today involving a foreclosure action on this particular property here on Long Island. As I dived into it, the amount of the foreclosure action is for an arrears. Okay, you get a foreclosure action, you're in arrears, about $17,000. And I thought, $17,000, that's like it's like almost nothing. Why would a bank do that? I said, why didn't they do a modification? She basically said, well, it was a couple of times that they've tried to do the modification through some agencies, nothing happened. They approached, a lawyer to do it. They wanted thousands of dollars to do the work. I'm thinking, your grandpa's 94. He borrowed money to pay medical bills, for the family. He's only in arrears $17,000 because he basically wasn't able to make a couple of payments a while ago because I guess the pension that he was receiving was cut. Hey, Tommy, what's going on, buddy? Tommy Tiki, I like that. So it kind of blew my mind. It kind of aggravated me. I got to tell you right now, I would have written a check for this guy today if I could, okay? But I did something better. It actually moved me to the point where I got angry with the bank. An idiot bank is Mr. Cooper. These guys, they're the worst mortgage servicers in the planet. It turns out that while he's married and he's got someone else living in the house contributing, they were only asking this old guy for income from himself. Now, when you're doing a modification, you can use household income, you can use family income, you can use any kind of money that comes into the house can be used to qualify for it. It was instant. I said, look, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send me a copy of those foreclosure papers. You're going to send me a copy of one mortgage statement, and you're going to send me a copy of one of the modifications that was already denied. You're going to send me the paperwork. Send it over to me. I'm going to handle it because this house is not getting sold on my watch. It's not going to happen. Not only will I stop that sale dead, your grandfather will have a modification in place within 45 days at a price point that's affordable to him. We came up with a number that I know he can afford, that he said he can afford, and we're going to make it happen for him. We're going to make it happen, 100% guaranteed, zero fee. You give, you get. You get, you give. That's just the way it's got to work. I'm excited because it's an opportunity for me to use, my skill set. I actually said it to the young lady. I said, I have a certain skill set. And then I realized I was quoting a movie, a Liam Liam Neeson movie, I think. Forget the name of the movie. But I feel strongly about stuff like this. So if you ever find yourself in a position, hey Robert, how are you? What's going on, Nadim? If you ever find yourself in a position where, hi Rosemary and Vilma, Vilma, we're going to see you in October, maybe for 2 weeks. We're going to increase the trip. So I just feel strongly that if you put your heart out there, it comes back to you. The people that need your help, if you're open to helping, you don't have to look for them. I didn't have to look for anybody. This phone rang, and it was someone that needed help. And because I have the ability to do what I said I was going to do, and I can afford to do it without charging to do it, I'm going to do it. Because by helping a 94, think about this, guys, 94 years old. Basically, he said, while he was on the phone with me, I just want to die in my home. I'm 94. Don't have much longer to go. I want to die in my home. And holy crap, did that get to me. This guy, he shouldn't have any debt at all, I'll be real honest with you. But I will get his mortgage payment halved. I will have that $17,000 wiped out. And I will have him on track for a brand new loan within 30 to 45 days. And they will do it because I guaranteed them I will make sure it happens. I will do whatever I have to do. I want you to put yourself out there. I want more people to do that. I know a lot of you do. But you don't have to look for the opportunities because they'll be presented to you in real time on a regular basis if you simply decide, I'm going to be out there to help people do what I can do, what my skill set is, I'm going to use it. That's how you have to think. You know, you have to make a living. If you're running a business, you have to be paid to do what you have to do. But you can always set a little bit of time aside, a little bit of skill over there, and do some stuff for free. I think if you do that, your cup will overflow. I know mine always does. So it's kind of like it was just an instantaneous thing. It actually made me mad. I got to be honest with you. I said to myself and to the granddaughter, why won't this bank like just do something? They're a $100 billion operation. They can't. $17,000. They foreclose. The amount of money they'll spend trying to foreclose on this house is pathetic. It's ridiculous. They'll spend $15,000 just trying to foreclose on the property. And I said to her flat out, I said, your grandfather, if you didn't do a modification, he will be in that house at least 3 years from now. That I also know. So he's not going to get put out of this house. He's not going to have to sell it. He's not going to get his equity stolen. There's quite a bit of equity in the thing. It's a legacy to this young lady that wants to help her grandpa. So I'm excited to be a part of that little team, and we're going to make it happen. And just the way life works, I don't have to think about is it coming back to me. It's going to come back to me. It'll come back to me in a million directions but up. And I won't be able to pinpoint this is what I did and that's what I'm getting for doing what I did because I don't really care about what I get. I have no care about that. But the universe cannot step aside and allow you to give and not fill your cup back again. That's just the way it has to be. And if you understand that law, you'll be fantastic. So the next couple of days, I'm going to try to do it tomorrow, if not maybe the weekend. I'm trying to figure out a way to do a Zoom cast using Zoom on the iPad because I want to diagram out some of the things that I've been talking about. Where your programming can ultimately lead to actions and what goes on in between. It's easy to say. It's a lot easier to diagram it out, and it'll be something concrete that you could refer to when I'm talking about some more complex subjects. So I'm going to try to do that. If anybody has any idea on how to do that, reach out to me because I'm going to have to study the process, how to do a Zoom on a live Facebook broadcast. I don't know how. I'm going to try to find out how. As soon as I can. So look for that live. I'll try to announce that a day in advance. So you're going to want to be on it for sure. It'll be a longer one. It won't be a 5 or a 10 minute one. It'll be more like a half an hour, more likely than not. A little bit longer than I normally do. But it's going to be a teaching moment for those of you that want to understand how what you put in ultimately comes right back out. You put good stuff in, good stuff comes right back out. And we're going to teach you how to understand that process and how you can implement it in your own life at the snap of a finger. So with that, I'm going to finish my coffee. courtesy of our company, and I'm going to relax with the Lady MJ for a little bit, and maybe jump back into the fray in a couple of hours. So I hope I see some of you guys around here tonight, and I hope. Oh, yeah, William, that's the feature. It's the whiteboard feature. But I got to do it on a live. I got to do it on a live on Facebook Live, like versus just doing it on my computer. I want to use the iPad. So William, I appreciate that. I'm going to check that out. I've seen the whiteboard idea, and I can draw on that. But I got to be able to share that screen using the iPad on a Facebook Live. So I know it can be done. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet, but I'm going to get there. I appreciate the input, William. You're an awesome, awesome guy, my brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate everyone on here. Irene, how are you? William, again, thank you for that advice. And Tommy, dude, I appreciate that. God bless you. Sean, how are you, buddy? What's going on? Ahmed's on here. Ahmed, we got to do a live broadcast together. Luigi, my restaurateur up here, and Nadim. Listen, I'm going to jump, guys. I don't want to keep you on here too long. Thank you for stopping in. Share if you care. Post, hit the emoji key so I know you're in here or were in here so I can acknowledge you later on tonight. But we do love you guys. Have a great night. Namaste. God bless.